Hi folks, I thought I'd do a woody scene after a lot of rain. We had a lot of rain yesterday. And there's a bit on the River Wandle that I, with friends, ride along every Tuesday, weather permitting, which is a very muddy bit. Most of the track we cycle on is asphalt or cinder, compressed cinder, whatever that is. But there's one 70 to 80 yard stretch, or probably 100 yard stretch, that is just away from the river a little bit, and it connects the path with another bit of cycle path along the Wandle that was out of view for years because it was owned by the National Trust, but they opened it up and it's a very lovely bit of the river. But the connecting bit is just mud, and I want to just sort of try and give some sort of impression of that mud. Now colours, here we are, combination of any of those: cadmium yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber, Payne's grey and burnt sienna. Okay, so we'll wet the paper all over. Nice bit of slosh. It's 2 degrees centigrade outside. It's a really cold day in South London. It's not going to get much above 5 degrees this afternoon, so if it starts to rain we could get a lot of a bit of sleet and snow. We don't get a lot of snow down in the southeast, but we do get some now and again, but not every year. Right, okay. Now since we're going to put a lot of this in covered up, the sky's not going to be visible, well I hope it's not, so we'll just put a bit of warm colour in here. Okay, a bit of blue, just to, no, we don't want blue, do we? We want cloudy sky because that's what we've got today. It's not too dull, it's dulling up a bit, but not too bad. Sort of floating on the top. Right, well that's more or less sky. Put a bit of background in. Well I need to really let that dry first. So let's put a little bit of foreground in. So there are plenty of grasses and stuff. My Cagello is getting a little bit filthy. We go on the path. Some of the mud will be showing through us, so get a bit of umber. In there. Don't use a lot of umber. But it's a sort of good bit of Payne's grey in there. Get a nice bit of mud colour. And this is about 3 inches of mud between the puddles. Oh, so a little bit of yellow. Get that muddy bit in here. So that will give an impression. By the time I put some bit of texture on that when it's dry, that will give us a good, well, I hope, good representation of of mud. Let's get some brighter grassy, greeny stuff. Just undergrowth, trees coming out of this. Okay, we'll dry that off. It's a good start. Right, so take your headphones off, folks. I want to dry this off and sort of detail a bit of mud going across the middle here in the path. Okay. Okay. Right, now we'll see if we can give an impression of a bit of a track through there. We can bypass this mud. Well, not the mud. There's a fallen tree, or with a lump of a rather large branch, blocking the path one side. I'm just bearing it in mind. I'm not painting it. I'm just trying to show a bit of mud. Oh, it's a bit dry, wet. I'm going to cover that white up because that's my water. Okay, now we want some greeny stuff now. Okay. See if we can just scrape a little bit of that out. It's not a very good rendering of a sort of a muddy track, but it's more black than brown. Okay, let's have a go at putting some trees in, a bit of burnt umber and a bit of that Payne's grey. time I put some trunks and stuff on there. Put a little bit of blue in that background. Okay, bit of a mess at the moment, but sorry, had some bits and pieces. Need to just cover that sky up. Right, headphones off. Oh, right, let's go use this number 5 rigger. Same colours as the tree. Start this way up here. Still a bit wet. Nice brush this, expensive. Oh, I just finished my Bovril. Mixed metaphor, but not everybody's cup of tea. But I love it. Great in gravy. It's all very sort of rough. I mean, it really is rough. My tyres are not particularly wide compared to those with sort of mountain bikey type of bikes, but I have to be very careful going through here. Just take a little bit of time with these. Just winter trees. Remember, branches cross to create that illusion. Okay, go back into here with some like bluer mix of that. The river's gone off here somewhere. It's just one of the few bits where we actually leave the River Wandle. Right, let's put some more in here. Now, this is not been done as a masterpiece, it's a demonstration of creating an impression of something rather than a portrait of anything. There are plenty of artists on YouTube that can do this far better than me. Let's bring this tree down here a little bit. Just bury the bases of these trunks. It's all very crepuscular in here. Some of the trees will always go right over your head. This is not really a portrait of the River Wandle or the bit of the Wandle Valley. It's right by where Tooting and Mitcham Football Club have their lovely stadium, the new stadium, newish. Right, let's put a bit of dark green in. Use this little brush. Bit of water. Right, carry on with that detail, just some twiggy stuff. Just using the edge of the brush just to flick up, and then where the white bits are you can put some reflections in. Okay, but I don't really want to do much more than that. I'll put it in the mount and then have a look at it. Now it's very simple. I think if you're new to watercolour painting or even intermediate, if you're having a problem, it's because you're trying to put everything in, and trying to make a portrait of every single bit. It's what you leave out that counts, not what you put in. Alright, let's get my mount. Right, okay. Oh, there we are. Very simple watercolour. I'll give it a signature. I think it's worth it. There we go, no birds. Okay, so it's a woody scene. This is the paper is Saunders Waterford £90 knot. In other words, not hot pressed. It's cold pressed paper. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful paper. Because it's only £90. It's much cheaper than obviously the £140, £200 weights, which you don't need, and you certainly don't need to pre-shrink it or lock it in with tape. The worst thing I could do with this paper would be to put masking tape all the way around it, because what'll happen, I'll wet it, it will buckle up, and you'll be painting not on flat paper but on a mountain. So don't worry about stretching paper. You saw what I did. 4 clips, wet the paper, it would expand, take the clips off, re-stretch and re-clip. Problem solved. Right, I hope you like that one, folks. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Oh, I should put the mount back. I'm taking that too soon. Give you a chance just to look at it. So what I've done. Okay, now I haven't put all the filigree in. I've just put the bare bones in. A few bits of that could be a bit of a ivy or something climbing up a tree. Right, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.